Hi, continuing with how to set up templates. This is video number 2, and in this video we're going to talk through how to set up your template design and how to add content onto the template. So to explain the concept, we've got a cover design, which will be the first image that appears on social media. We've then got the property images themselves that are in your property feed. So we've got the option of just using a cover image, i.e. this that you can see here before we've applied any design, just sending the property images with no design, or sending both, i.e. send a nice template and then all of the property images. And you can choose what you want to do by channel. So for Facebook, cover image only, property pictures only, or cover image and property photos. Now, by far the most popular is cover image and property photos, followed by property images only. And then we wouldn't really recommend cover image only, because then you've only really got one photo on social media, whereas we think it's much better to show the property off, show all the beautiful images. So I'm going to choose cover image and property photos. I'm going to choose the same thing for Instagram. Just a quick note on Instagram. The API only allows us to send 10 photos to Instagram. So if you add 30 photos on a property, all 30 will get sent to Facebook, 10 of them will get sent to Instagram. And with Twitter, we only have the option of one image. So we send the cover image only. That's the only option for Twitter. So that's the first thing. What do you want to send? The second thing is designing your cover image. So step 1 is change cover image. And basically you will get, on your version, you will see these 6 templates that exist. So we've got a mixture of single images and multiple images. So you choose the one that you feel is right for you. I'm going to choose this one here because it's got 2 images in, which I quite like. So I'm going to click select cover image. And that's going to preload, and that's going to show you the first 2 images for this property. Now, obviously, every agent's got a different color scheme. So I'm going to now customize this cover image. So if I click customize, and you've got a lot of options here, and it can look a little bit overwhelming, but it's really straightforward. So this post has got a main background image, which is set to white. So I'm just going to change it to black, just so you can really see what that does. So if you make a change and you click update, you'll then see it's changed the background from white to black. Now I'm going to change it back to white because it looks much better, but I just wanted to show you what that did. So I'm going to click update again. Okay. And then most of you will have brand colors. So if we change this background to our brand color, now you can either sort of manually do it. So we've got a blue brand color. So I'm just going to do that. But if you know your exact code for your brand colors, you can just copy and paste those in like so. And it will change the color automatically for you. But I'm just going to put a dark blue, and I'm not going to worry about it being exactly on brand. Then I'm going to click update. There we go. So that's a little bit more suitable for us. We're slightly darker in terms of the color, so I'm just going to bring that down a little bit more and click update. But if you've got an agency that's done your brand for you, they'll be able to supply that color for you. And there's a bunch of other ways to get that. If you get stuck, reach out, get in touch, and we'll help. The other options you've got is size of logo. So you can make your logo bigger. So let's say I'm going to make it 300 wide rather than the default there, and click update. And you can see the logo size has got a little bit bigger. I'm just going to move it a little bit more over to the left, so it's a little bit more centered. There we go. So we've now got a bigger logo sitting in the center of that box. What else can we change? We can change the font. So we've got a bunch of preloaded fonts. So it's just about choosing the one that's closest to your brand. Just for this example, I'm going to choose Cabin. but you can sort of see a preview of what these look like before you change it. So that's quite a modern looking font. So I'm just going to update that. And again, you can see now the font has changed. And then the other thing you can do is you can change the color of the text. I'll change it to something horrible just so you can see what happens when it changes. See, that's gone yellow. I'm going to immediately change that back to white because it looks better. Click update. But again, you get the idea. You can brand it pretty exactly to how your website looks and get everything on brand. And then the other thing you can do is you can change what appears in these panels where the text is written. Now you'll notice these bits of text have these funny brackets around them. That indicates that we're pulling that information from your feed. So the options are you could put some predetermined, I'm just going to copy this because I'm going to put it back in. You could just type something in, new property, for example, click update. But that'll be the same on every single post that you do, which is going to get a little bit boring. So the reason we use these dynamic bits of content is then everything that appears in brackets will be unique to that property and it'll be pulled through from your property feed. So what we're going to do now is hopefully you've got the idea. So you can change the font, you can change what appears there. Here's a list of all the dynamic content that you can pull through. So if you want to pull any of those through, you can just copy and paste into the box. You can change the font size and the font color and completely change the appearance of the template. So if I click back, you can see that's reflected here. But what's really nice, I think, is if you click preview, you can see what that's going to look like on Facebook, Instagram. I can't show you Twitter because we haven't got Twitter connected. So you can see there's a lot of text in here, right? Which is too much for the space. And maybe this text is a little bit too big. So it's nice to preview it. And if you want to see it for a specific property, if you start typing in this box, you can actually see it for an individual property. Now, unfortunately, the data that I've got in here is just demo data, so it's real mixed quality. But when you're doing this for yourself, obviously you can pull in the property that's in your feed. So I'm just going to quickly change this because I think it's overwhelming. So if I click close, click customize, and I'm going to remove the heading completely because I think it was kind of overwhelming the template. And I'm also just going to where we've got the status here, I'm just going to reduce that down in terms of size a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to preview again. And so here we've got just the brief intro and for sale. I'm just going to customize it again. And instead of using title, I'm going to change it to price. Just want to do this so you can really get an idea of how easy it is to change these things. So I'm now putting price in the box. Click update, click back, and then click preview. So you can see how easy it is to personalize these templates. Obviously, you're going to have a clear idea what you want to have in here. But yeah, I hope that gives you some idea of how to customize the visual, the cover image. And then the next stage is what you want to appear in the text of the post. So again, if we preview, you can see that we've got a Facebook post here, but we've got no text. So I'm just going to put, I'd like to present this lovely new property. Obviously, I'm sure you'll come up with something much better than that. Click preview again. And you can see that appears in the text of the post. So obviously what we want to do is make sure that the post is unique to every property. So we're just going to use a couple of the dynamic fields that we've talked about just to see what that looks like. So what I like to do is summary is normally a nice excerpt that appears on your website. So I'm just going to put summary in here. Bear in mind again, this is sample data, so it's probably not going to be as good as what you have. So let's just preview again. You just change the property because it looks like that doesn't have any text in at all. There you go. So that's got some summary of text. Again, like I say, because we're using demo data, unfortunately, the quality is not always great. And you can also include, for example, title, price, and whatever combination makes sense for your business. So again, you can see how that works. Maybe you don't want the price on a different line, so you would just come back, do that, click preview, and there we go. That gives you a nice intro of the property, little generic intro if you want that. But if you just spend a little bit of time thinking about how to make that look nice, you might also want to add in hashtags. You can also add in emojis, which always just visually lift the post a little bit. For sale, this one was Canby Island, I think, but whatever area you cover, the preview again. And there you go. That just gives you an idea how to customize the appearance and also control what content is on the post. Once you've got that how you want it, all you've got to do is give the post a name. So I'm going to go new property for sale, Facebook and Instagram, just so that when you're looking at your branch, you can really easily recognize which one's which. Click save, click back, and now you can see you've got that template set up and ready to go.